Welcome to Wayne's World, where we talk about anything and everything except politics. We may talk about our health or personal issues, what we are facing in life, along with music, videos, and art. If you have any questions, we'll try to answer them as well. We may talk about wrestling from the past and or wrestling from today, and the differences between the two. We will tell stories from the road in the wrestling business. We may even tell jokes and do comedy too. You never know what we'll discuss or what the topic may be. You can catch Wayne's World on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Now here's your host, Greg Wayne.
All right, everybody. Welcome out once again. This is Wayne's World. We have got not a jam-packed show, but we do have some interesting news that has happened. Matter of fact, let me take my voice changer thing off. Now, back to normal voice. There has been a death here recently. I think it was on the 6th, and I've got all kind of stuff popping up over here on my other screen, so let me get all this stuff off of here. Country music singer Toby Keith passed away. He was 62 years old. We're going to talk about him tonight. It's right here. And this comes from USA Today. Pretty reliable source. I sort of read the story, and I did like the information that I received from them. Of course, all the different news agencies and stuff have different stories and different kind of things that they said. However, I like this one the best, and I do like USA Today. But anyway, we're going to do some karaoke. We're going to do a little singing. We might even tell a few jokes. I ain't real sure. But tonight, it is about Toby Keith passing away, and I am going to read all that. We've got several people in the house right now. I even have one, or did have one, that was on YouTube, and they went away. But that's okay. Anyway, PJ says, "Hi, Greg. Hi, everyone." Says hello to everybody out there, guys. Thomas Billings says, "Hi, Pops and crew." And that, I guess, means all of our kids and Vicky, I guess. Josh says, "First time I've seen this new opening. I like it." Yeah, I do too. The only thing I don't like is it's so damn long. It is a absolutely wonderful opening. I love it. However, I did have to put a disclaimer in front of it because otherwise, Facebook flags a bunch of stuff, and they blew me out of the water last week. And PJ also says, "Happy Chinese New Year." Thank you very much. Konnichiwa. But anyway, the thing is he wasn't expecting that, was you, PJ? The thing is I'd end up deleting my last show off of Facebook. That's the first time they had blew up my email with things that was being copyrighted and all that kind of thing, and whatever it is with the music and lyrics and whatever the hell it was I did last week. They blew up. I mean, I had like 5 or 6 different notifications from Facebook. YouTube didn't say anything this time. I was really shocked. Normally it's YouTube. The stuff, the video and music and all the different stuff I showed last week. YouTube didn't say anything. I was really shocked. However, Facebook blew up. In my opinion, it was only 5 or 6. It really wasn't that much, but to me, they blew up. And they deleted my video and muted my video in over 50 countries. Normally, it's just Russia or somewhere that, don't really pay attention to me. Yes, that's Japanese. I know it's not, I know it's not Taiwan or whatever, but I know it's Japanese. No shit. But anyway, that's funny right there. It's a joke all in itself, but I'm going to leave it alone. But anyway, thank you very much, Thomas, for correcting me. I know it's not over in Thailand. But she may understand a little Japanese, and if she did, she understands. But anyway, also learned a new word today. It is German, actually. Um, I was speaking with somebody that come from Germany on one of my app things or messages or something. Somebody messaged me and said they was from Germany or whatever, and they asked me what I did for a living, and I told them I hide human remains, which ain't a lie. I do. I work in a cemetery, so I thought it would be real cool and real neat to sit here and say cemetery in German, which is Friedhof, which is Friedhof, Hof, Friedhof, but that's not the way it's pronunciated. It's Friedhof. Anyway, that means cemetery in Japanese, or not Japanese, in German. So I thought it was real cool. I learned something new. The way I look at things in life, guys, is as long as you learn something every single day, the day is not wasted. So, Guten Tag, I don't know what the hell that means, but I would have to go look it up. I'm sort of scared to look that one up. Thomas says Guten Tag. I'm not real sure even if I even pronunciated that right, because Germans pronunciate their letters different, sort of like Japanese and Vietnamese and so forth. Oh, okay. Guten Tag. I got you. Um, See, I learned two things today, so today's not wasted. Anyway, guys, we are going to talk about Toby Keith real quick. It's not a real long article. He was a country songwriter, singer, and he is passed away. I want to say February 6th, as much as I can remember. Well, I'm glad you took German in seventh grade. I wished I'd have taken a foreign language, but I never did. I was too damn scared of that shit. But anyway, guys, this is to Toby Keith, Red Solo Cup, guys. And we're going to get right on into it. And this article's not real long. It's about 2 or 3 pages, maybe 4. Just a little background from USA Today. I do want to make sure I give them credit because this is their article. And Staff and Wire reports from USA Today. This was published 5:17 a.m., February 6th, 2024. It was updated 12:52 p.m., February 6th, 2024. So I'm going to throw his picture up here on the screen, and then I'm going to read all this stuff, and then we're going to have some fun, guys. Toby Keith, the singer-songwriter behind the 1993 country hit, Should Have Been a Cowboy, one of his 20 number one singles and the most played country song of the 1990s, died Monday at 62 years old. Keith, who was battling stomach cancer, died peacefully on Monday, surrounded by his family, according to a statement posted on the country singer's website. He fought his fight with grace and courage, the statement said. He was diagnosed in 2021. Keith revealed his diagnosis in a June 2022 Instagram post, noting he spent the last 6 months receiving chemo, radiation, and surgery. So far, so good, he wrote at the time. I need time to breathe, recover, and relax. I am looking forward to spending this time with my family, but I will see the fans sooner than later. I can't wait. He was in similar good spirits at the People's Choice Country Awards when he received the 2023 Country Icon Award in September and performed Don't Let the Old Man In from Clint Eastwood's 2018 film The Mule. Remembering Those We Lost, Celebrity Deaths 2024, the performer noted that he chose the song to inspire anyone watching or sharing his cancer fight. and a little bit of a roller coaster. You get good days, and you're up and down, Keith told E! News. It's always 0 to 60 and 60 to 0, but I feel good. Fellow Oklahomian and 2000s era country star Blake Shelton offered an earnest yet humorous tribute at People's Choice, to which Keith retorted, I bet you all never thought you'd see me in skinny jeans," which he wore instead of bootcut or straight-leg jeans because of his health. Keith, clearly shaken by the profoundness of the moment, saying, "Try to love on your wife and stay close to your friends. Toast each sundown with wine. Don't let the old man in." His wife of 39 years, Tricia, could not hold back tears. They were married on March 24, 1984. Keith is survived by her and 3 children. 2 daughters, Shelley Covell Rowland, 43, adopted by Keith in 1984, and Crystal Keith LaDawn Covell Sunderbrae, 38, plus a son, Steven Keith Covell, 26, and 4 grandchildren. Keith returned to performing late last year, including dual Las Vegas rehab shows, as he referred to them, to allow him to get reacquainted with performing. Toby Keith's country music roots ran deep in Oklahoma. Keith was inarguably an artist as inherently beloved in Moore and Norman, Oklahoma, as Elvis Presley and Dolly Parton in Memphis and Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Sometimes a polarizing figure in country music, the 6'4" singer broke out in the country boom years of the 1990s, crafting an identity around his macho pro-American swagger and writing songs that fans loved to hear. Over his career, he publicly clashed with other celebrities and journalists, and often pushed back against record executives who wanted to smooth his rough edges. Toby Keith dies at 62. Bobby Bones, Stephen Baldwin, and more pay tribute. He was known for his overt patriotism on 9/11 songs like Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, and boisterous barroom tunes like I Love This Bar and Red Solo Cup. He had a powerful booming voice, a tongue-in-cheek sense of humor, and a range that carried love songs as well as his drinking songs. Among his 20 #1 Billboard hits were How Do You Like Me Now, Should Have Been a Cowboy, As Good As I Once Was, My List, and Beer for My Horses, a duet with Willie Nelson. Keith attracted the interest of Mercury Records head Harold Shedd, who was best known as a producer for the hit group Alabama. Shedd brought him to Mercury, where he released his platinum debut record, Toby Keith, in 1993. Should Have Been a Cowboy, his breakout hit, was played 3 million times on radio stations, making it the most played country song of the 1990s. But the label focused on global star Shania Twain, overshadowed by the rest of the roster, and Keith felt that the executives were trying to push him in a pop direction. They were trying to get me to compromise, and I was living a miserable existence, Keith told AP. Everybody was trying to mold me into something I was not. After a series of albums that produced hits like Who's That Man and cover of Sting's I'm So Happy I Can't Stop Crying, Keith moved to DreamWorks Records in 1999. That's when his multi-week How Do You Like Me Now took off and became his first song to cross over to the top 40 charts. In 2001, he won the Male Vocalist of the Year and Album of the Year of the Academy of Country Music Awards, exclaiming from the stage, I've waited a long time for this. 9 years. Songs like I Want to Talk About Me, a spoken word song by Bobby Braddock about a man frustrated by a talkative partner, got him attention for his similarity to the cadence of rap, which Keith dismissed. They're going to call it a rap song, although ain't nobody doing rap who would call it rap, he told Billboard magazine in 2001. Politics, Toby Keith, and the American Way. Keith often wore his politics on his sleeve, especially after the terrorist attack on U.S. soil in 2001. And early on, he said he was a conservative Democrat, but later claimed he was an independent. He played at events for President George Bush, Barack Obama, and Donald Trump, the latter giving him a National Medal of the Arts in 2021. His songs and his blunt opinions sometimes caused him controversy, which he seemed to court. In 2002, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, the Angry American, included a threat. We'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way. To anyone who dared to mess with America. That song got pulled from the patriotic ABC 4th of July special after producers deemed it too angry for the show. Now, I could say something right there, and I'm not going to. Singer-songwriter Steve Earle called Keith's song pandering to people's worst instincts at a time they are hurt and scared. Now, I don't agree with that either. Then there is feud between Keith and the Chicks, formerly called the Dixie Chicks, who became a target of Keith's ear when singer Natalie Maines told a crowd that they were ashamed of then President George W. Bush. Maines had also previously called Keith's song ignorant. Keith, who had previously claimed that he supported any artist's freedom to voice their opinion about politics, used a doctored photo of Maines with an image of Saddam Hussein at his concerts, further ramping up angry fans. Toby Keith dies after a cancer battle. Let me back that up. Toby Keith dies after cancer battle. What to know about stomach cancer? Maines responded by wearing a shirt with the letters FUTK on stage at the 2003 ACM Awards, which many people believe was a vulgar message to Keith. He also publicly called out actor Ethan Hawke, who had written a story in Rolling Stones that described an argument between Chris Christopherson and an unnamed country star that sounded a lot like Keith. During a backstage press conference during an awards show, Keith was furious at Hawke, and reporters were repeating the story for what he called a fictitious, expletive lie. And pretty much that is what it all says. So we are going to do something right now. I'm going to go ahead and close this off and bring me back on. Then I have to add another video, which is what I intend to do if I can find it. I downloaded it a while ago. Here it is. Let me open that up. And boom, it should be there. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Finally. Finally, people. Finally. All right, let me do this. I need to change my brand folder, and I got to throw this up again. It's not doing it for some stupid reason. Why is it not working? All of a sudden it quit working on me. Oh, there it goes. I got to throw this up because if not, I'm going to get flagged and get a crap load of emails tomorrow. I may still get them anyway. But anyway, here it is, guys.
Red Solo Cup is the best receptacle for barbecues, tailgates, fairs, and festivals. And you, sir, do not have a pair of testicles if you prefer drinking from glass. Hey, Red Solo Cup is cheap and disposable. In 14 years, they are decomposable. And unlike my home, they are not foreclosable. Freddie Mac kissed my ass. Woo! Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. I love you, Red Solo Cup. I lift you up. Proceed to party. Proceed to party. Now I really love how you're easy to stack, but I really hate how you're easy to crack. Cause when beer runs down in front of my back, well that, my friends, is quite yucky. But I have to admit that the ladies get smitten, admiring how sharply my first name is written on you with a Sharpie when I get to hitting on them to help me get lucky. Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. I love you, Red Solo Cup. I lift you up. Proceed to party. Proceed to party. Now I've seen you in blue and I've seen you in yellow, but only you, Red, will do for this fella. Cause you are the Abbott into my Costello, and you are the fruit to my loom. Red Solo Cup, you're more than just plastic. You're more than amazing. You're more than fantastic. And believe me that I'm not the least bit sarcastic when I look at you and say, Red Solo Cup, you're not just a cup.
No, God, no.
You're my friend.
Friend. Lifelong.
Thank you for being my friend. Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. I love you, Red Solo Cup. I lift you up. Proceed to party. Proceed to party. Woo! Red Solo Cup. Red Solo. I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. Red Solo Cup. Red Solo Cup. I fill you up. Let's have a party. Proceed to party. Solo Cup. Bo-do. Oh, bo-do.
Yeah!
Bo-do.
All right, there you are, guys. Right there. It is Red Solo Cup. And yes, I have a Red Solo Cup tonight. So, something different, guys. Got a little bit of Downtown Bruno's apple juice in it. Anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed that little video. Hopefully it won't get banned and get taken off and all that kind of crap. You got to be real careful what you do on social media today. And unfortunately, I'm not real good at watching all that crap because I just do whatever the hell I want to. Unfortunately, it gets banned a lot. But anyway, that is the story on Toby Keith out there, guys. I do want to, I got to go back to my chat and get all this other stuff back off of here. Wieners. Couldn't take. Joshua's, I'm going to put this up because this is funny. German word for lube is wiener slickum. You're full of shit, Josh. I can actually go look that up and tell you what the actual pronunciation would be or how to spell it. Anyway, Josh, my son, also says American country hero. Yes, I think he really was. A lot of people really liked his music and his patriotism and the way he was. So I do have to agree. PJ says, I'm not familiar with him, but I think I heard this song before or sing before. Yeah, you probably have. He is known around the world. I mean, honestly. And of course, I know you're on a computer or phone or whatever, PJ. So all you have to do is go to like YouTube and look up Toby Keith, and there all kind of stuff pops up. I'm trying to find the thing where I think it was him and Toby Keith did the thing for TNA, but all I'm finding so far is just information on it. I haven't actually found the video because I was on to show that too because it's pretty good actually. But anyway, my son says proceed to party. I plan on it, son. Thank you. And then he also says, "Yep, I'll send you the video." Okay, that'll work. Of course, I don't know where the hell my phone's at. It's over here. I don't know if you'll send it to my phone or if it'll come to my email. Send it to gregwayne1@hotmail.com, the number 1. I've got the video. I've got YouTube up. Okay, he just sent it to me on Facebook. Let me change real quick. I'm changing screens, and I cannot see actually what I'm doing. Let's see if I can figure out how to download this real quick. Save link, copy link. Let's hit copy link, see what happens. Let me go over here and paste it. All right, this is it. Oh, stop. I'm going to stop it right there and let me back up. It's only 10 seconds long, guys. But this is Jeff Jarrett, and let me go ahead and close this. Thank you, Josh. Go ahead and close this, and I have to hit share screen. And I'm not sure what this is. I don't know why that's there. Oh, that is it. Okay. Now I'm going to share the screen, and then I'm going to go back over to the other screen and hit play and maximize it and all that crap. It's only like 10 seconds long. All right. Let me maximize my screen. And bam. Got part of it. All right, here we go, guys.
It's Toby Keith has geared up. What is this?
And that's Toby Keith with a standing suplex on Jeff Jarrett. All right, there you go. Saw that part. That was cool, I thought. Anyway, and I need to hit stop sharing so that goes away, and I'll come back on screen. Cool. Now, I have to remember now what the other thing was that I was going to do. Unfortunately, I don't have somebody to sit here and punch all my buttons for me. Karaoke. There we go. Now I can bring that back up and find my song again. Which I think is this one. Anyway, if there is any questions out there, guys, please send them to me. Type them on the screen. Matter of fact, I can throw everybody's chat up here on the screen, actually. It brings me down just a little bit. Now everybody can see everything that's on the screen. Hope everybody out there is having a really, really, really good night and a good day. I hope you've had a good day. Red Solo Cup, I'm gonna lift you up. No, actually, I'm gonna drink it, but have a party. That's not going to be the song I sing, guys. I can't do that when I've tried it. But anyway, we are, let's see. Thomas says, Jeff took a suplex from him. Yes, and I am absolutely 100% positive that they practiced this shit over and over and over and over before they did it. And I'm sure Jeff didn't take the suplex when they was practicing. He probably had some guy that wanted to work and do something, and they done it on him. So he's the guy that's going to be sore as shit. But it does take a little bit of practice and over and over and over and over to make sure you get it right. And you got to teach, again, you would have to teach Toby Keith how to fall and how to land and do everything just right so you don't hurt your opponent. And I'm sure Jeff and probably several other trainers and guys too probably was in the ring, and doing everything. Or Jeff may have been the one doing it too. I don't know. I've never really heard the story on all that. But it does take some practice, I promise you. I was watching a training video. I don't remember if it was from OVW or maybe it was in Dan. No, it was OVW. I'm almost positive of it. But they were doing duck walks around the ring on the outside. And, of course, I immediately started laughing because I know what it's all about. And I'm like, well, at least they're being trained the right way. And a lot of stuff that you do when you're training seems absolutely stupid. It seems useless. But trust me, it all has, if you're being properly trained, it has everything to do with your training and learn how to fall and how to do things and move. And I mean, all of it ties together. You don't realize it when you're doing it, but later on, when you're actually in the ring wrestling and working and carrying on, you do, it sort of clicks. And then all of a sudden one day you go, oh, damn, that's why I was doing that. And because nobody really tells you why. They try to give you the instruction and try to explain it to you, but you really don't comprehend it until you get out there and actually do it. And then once you do it, you're like, oh, I got it. Now I know why. So you learn. Thomas says, I was on the receiving end of. Yeah, and I'm sure you do. Josh says, duck walks for what? You'll figure it out, son. You got your debut coming up on the 23rd, something like that. I've had to go back over here and bring up the ad. I can't remember what the hell I did with it. I don't know what I've done with it. I had it. Yeah, there's more to it than you know. Duck walks basically is to get you in shape. It works on your back. It works on your thighs. It works on your calves. It works on your ankles. It works on different body parts. It's not an easy thing to do. You learn how to pick your feet up, and I mean it because a lot of people don't drag their toes and stuff, and you'll fall on your face. I've watched people do it, but it takes coordination, and that's basically as it coordinating your body to a different thing. It's learning how to, and it is strenuous. It's a little bit cardio, so to speak, if you do enough of it, depending on how hard the guy that's training you pushes you. Same thing doing forward rolls and stuff with your arm. There's a reason why you're doing it. With everything, if you're being trained properly and trained correctly, there is a reason for every stupid thing that you're doing. And it's going to seem stupid to you, like, why in the hell am I doing this? But there is a reason behind it, I promise you. Anyway, we are going to get back into the Toby Keith thing real quick. Got 4 people watching. I had somebody earlier watching on Twitch, and they are still there. Thank you very much on Twitch for watching. I wish you could throw a message up so I knew who it is. I'd love to acknowledge you. Had somebody on YouTube earlier that was watching. I had 4 earlier on Wayne's World on Facebook. And like I said, I absolutely wish Twitch would pop up and make comments on the things I'd love to acknowledge. However, It did cross my mind. I'm going to check my phone real quick just for shits and giggles. I don't know who the hell that is. Because I've got people that I've been telling about the show tonight. And I want to make sure I ain't missing anybody. Okay, it's all bullshit. Okay. That's what I thought. But anyway, the thing is you have to understand, thought very, very seriously about quitting Wayne's World. Still thinking about it. I haven't made my absolute decision up yet. Of course, I will give an announcement. If I do, it'll be live. Just like right now, you see up here in the corner, right here. Well, you can't see the thing, but right there. I am live. This is not taped. This is not pre-taped. This is not anything. This is 100% live. And I need to take a break. The last 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks, whatever, been trying my damnedest to, I'm going to move my paperwork, my phone, and all the crap over here on the side. I've been trying to do the Jimmy Hart thing. I haven't had much luck at that. Almost got through it. I was going to pre-record it. I got through the first paragraph, the first part of it. Then it jumps to WWE. Then it jumps to WCW. And I thought I had all of it right, because I would stop and then, save that part. And then I'd go to the WWE part, save that part, go to the WCW part, save that part. Then I went to put it all together and start doing the pictures and everything, and the sound went away. It was all just a straight line going straight across. I'm like, I don't get it. What the hell happened? So I got frustrated with it. And normally the program works perfectly. Some reason this time it didn't. So I am going to get back to Jimmy Hart. I have not forgot about him. Bless his heart. I love him to death. He's a great guy. Jimmy Hart, real quick, Jimmy Hart story, matter of fact. When I was younger, in my early teens, I had a real, I've got a bad scar on my big toe ball and my toe, where I had athlete's foot. And I was in the dressing room one night, and I was sitting there trying to change my bandages and stuff, and I've been soaking it in salt water and whatever I could put ointment on it, athlete's foot ointment, powder, all kind of stuff. And nothing was working. And I mean, it was bad enough where it was bleeding. And it was raw. I mean, absolutely raw. And Jimmy came by and he looked and he said, "Oh my God, Greg, what's wrong?" I said, "Shit, I don't know, Jimmy." I said, "I've got this shit on my foot and it won't go away." I said, "I'm soaking it in salt water and everything else I can think of." And he said, "Go to Walgreens and get Kramer strawberry ointment." What? He said, "It's Kramer strawberry ointment. Just go up there and tell them what you need, and they'll get it for you." He said, "You put it on there and bandage it up for 2 or 3 days, and it'll be gone." I'm like, yeah, okay. So, I mean, it got to where I could hardly walk. I mean, it was that bad. And anyway, I ended up going to Walgreens. The tube was like, back then, it was like, God, it seemed like a fortune. It was like $8. Of course, it ain't that expensive, but to me it was. I had to pay for it. And I was, like I said, I was a teenager. I was still a kid. So I put it on there, sure enough. I bandaged it up and taped it up and done everything, made sure it was good and clean and all that kind of stuff. Sure enough, in about 3 or 4 days, took the bandages off, it was gone. I was like, holy crap. And to this day, I have not had athlete's foot again. I've still got a scar, but I haven't had any more flare-ups or anything else, and I thank Jimmy Hart for that. It's one of them things where every once in a blue moon I'll see him, and I'll say, "Jimmy, you remember the time you told me about the strawberry cream ointment?" He starts laughing, and he said, "Yeah, man, your toe looked bad." I mean, and He said, but baby, it's okay. You're fixed now, you know. And he goes into all the bullshit. But Jimmy's a great guy. And I will get back into him. But like I said, I did think about stopping doing the podcast things. Like I said, I haven't really slept real good in the last couple of weeks. Got a lot of things going on with Vicky and different things in my life. Got a lot on my brain. I don't sleep real well. And basically, by the time I get home, I am absolutely tired. Now tonight, I did fix my hair somewhat. I did shave. Yay! Cleaned up for a change. But the thing is I wanted to do something different tonight. Of course, like I said, the Jimmy Hart stuff ain't really prepared yet. I'm hoping I can get to it next week, but I probably won't. I'm not going to sit here and lie because it's too damn hard. It's a lot of shit to put together. But normally, the time I get home in the afternoons at work, I'm tired. I normally take a bath, eat real quick, and I go to bed, and I try to be in bed by 7 o'clock. And then I toss and turn until after midnight, and sometimes even up until 2 o'clock. I get up at 4:30 and start getting ready for work again. I go to work all day. Time I get home, I'm exhausted again. And I just don't have the time to dedicate to sit down and actually spend the hours that it takes to put all this together. Now, granted, I'm not complaining. I really enjoy doing the show. I enjoy the comments. I enjoy the people I've met around the world. Of course, there's several here tonight that is not here on a normal basis, which is okay. I understand other people got things to do. They got jobs. But I do enjoy the comments. I enjoy people from all over the world watching me. I got, Laza over in Australia. I've got PJ over in Thailand. And not to mention, people in Alabama and Missouri or wherever they may be from. But it takes a lot of work for me to be able to sit here and do all the graphics and stuff and put everything together. Because I like doing a really, really, matter of fact, let me take my background off because that looks like crap. That's a logo. Let me find my background. Cut that off. There we go. Now it's better. The thing is a lot of things it takes a toll on me. I don't have somebody do all my graphics. I have to do everything myself. I have to try to create the best graphics impossible. And it really irritates me when I can't. Josh says it's April 13th. Thank you, son. Matter of fact, let me bring that graphic up. I've got it here somewhere. Right here. And that is presumed. My son Josh is going to make his debut, so to speak, and it is going to be April 13th. I got to cut my chat off where I can see it. There we go. Millington Mayhem 10. It's April 13th, 2024 in Millington, Tennessee. And it is at the National Guard Armory. All right, there you go, Josh. I don't have your pictures. I have not downloaded it yet, but it's pretty cool. But anyway, now I got to remember how to get this off of here. What the hell did I hit a while ago? There we go. Boom. Take it off. All right. Anyway, Josh says, he made me feel so freaking special when I did that show with him at the Tigers game. I'm sure he probably did. And right here he says, I was his security at the show that he did at Tiger Lane. That's wonderful. The thing is a lot of times you do different things and you never know where it's going to lead to. Same thing like with your regular job that you may work. If you go above and beyond and do the extra and try to learn, if your supervisor is any kind of person, he's going to recognize it and go, well, shit, maybe I'll make them a team leader or a crew leader or whatever. And then once you start doing so good doing that, maybe his supervisor will see you and say, well, shit, I think he'd do good doing his job. So that's how you move up. Same thing with, me working at the cemetery. Daddy called me, and I'd been unemployed for 3 years. Tried really, really hard to get a job and couldn't get a job. That's including McDonald's. I even went and applied there too. But everywhere I went, and I even had a couple of interviews at the same place. And they said, "Hey, we remember you." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still looking for a job. I still need to work." And they still wouldn't hire me. But anyway, mainly because I was overqualified, which I thought was the stupidest damn thing in the world. How in the hell can you be overqualified for something? If you're sitting there begging for a job, why not give you the job? You're qualified. You're overqualified. I don't get that part. Anyway, throw Josh's comment back up here. He says basically just kept making sure we saw Adob and Santa Fern because he was a star taking pictures and autographs. I even started signing. That's about right. That's about the way it works, son. Adob, Santa Fern. I agree. I understand fully. The thing is that's how you get ahead in life. When I started working at the cemetery, Daddy called me one day, and at the time, gas was a little over $4 a gallon. That was 12 years ago. And he asked me if I wanted a job. I said, well, hell yeah, I want a job. I said, I've been sending out resumes every day. I've been checking, the job service place and doing whatever I can. I apply for whatever I think I'm qualified for, that I'll get hired for. So he said, well, son, it only pays $10 an hour. So I done the math real quick. I'm like, shit, Daddy, I'm going to spend half my check just in gas to get back and forth. So he said, well, it's better than nothing. Well, shit, I'll give it a shot, So I went and talked to my boss, which I have now, and he said, you're hired. You start Monday. I'm like, really? What do I do? He's like, well, you'll learn everything Monday. So that's how it all got started. So as time went on, the first thing I did was easels, which is like what the flowers go on and all that kind of stuff. It was Christmas time. So we had to put a wreath on the easel and wire it on. Then we had to go out in the cemetery, find the grave that the person paid for to put the easel on. And then we had to stick the easel in the ground and make sure wind didn't blow it over or whatever. Now, that's the first job I did. The second thing I did was sweep the shop. I hated that part. But as the time went on, I learned how to drive a tractor. I learned how to operate a backhoe. And I was a go-getter. I was out straightening stones, and if I saw something out of place, I went and fixed it. And my boss came to me one day and called me to the office. He says, I got your promotion. I was like, do what? I mean, I was dumbfounded. I was just doing my job. I mean, I was doing what I was getting paid to do, $10 an hour. And he's like, you're going to be grounds foreman. I said, what? He said, you're going to be grounds foreman. Congratulations. I'm like, okay, what does that entail for me to do? He said, well, you got to tell the other guys what to do and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. And he explained everything to me. He said, it ain't much more money. It's only $2 more an hour. I was like, hell, $1's a dollar. I mean, $quarter's a quarter. I wouldn't care. And he said, I tried to get you more than that, but that's all they would go. I was like, well, I appreciate it. Thank you. So I became grounds foreman. I'm still a grounds foreman. Of course, I make a little more money now because, every year you get your cost of living raise. But it is something, if you want something bad enough, you work for it, you do what you have to do, go above and beyond. That's what it's always about. Same thing I've always preached. If somebody approaches you or you approach somebody or whatever and they say, fuck off, kiss our ass, oh, fuck you. just look at them and say, yes, sir, or yes, ma'am, whatever the case may be. Have a nice day, and enjoy your life, or whatever the case is, whatever it is you say. Don't be ugly back. You don't know what kind of person you don't know what they're dealing with. And I have dealt with a lot of people here recently talking about how hard life is, and yes, it's hard. It's hard for everybody all around the world. So try to be kind, try to be gentle, try to be understanding. Just because you may not be in that bad place don't mean somebody else ain't. And something you could say or do could change that person's life. So anyway, getting to that point, guys, we are going to go into karaoke mode. And I had, let's see what Josh has popped up something else up here. He says, went from $7.50 6 years ago to making $23 an hour. Money doesn't make a man. A man makes money. I have to agree. I'm right there with you, buddy. The thing is you got to do what you got to do to take care of your family, and no matter what it takes, I am going to survive. I don't care if I got to move all my kids back in with me and everybody split bills, because, that's the way it is. I'll add on to the house, do whatever I got to do. Go out and cut grass and cut neighbors' yards and everything else, which I probably will do this summer because money's getting really, really tight. But anyway, I'm just kidding, guys. Everybody stay where the hell you're at. Do not move back home. That's a joke. But anyway, we are going to, I need to change my background and all that kind of good thing, because I'm fixing to go into karaoke mode. If I can find out where the hell it's at. I think it's right here. I think it's the right one. And it is Greg Wayne Sings. All right. It is karaoke time. And this tribute is to Toby Keith out there, guys. We're going to wrap it up probably shortly right after this. Now I got to remember how to do all this, because I cannot, for the life of me, go ahead and get all this stuff off of here. I got to share screen. I do know that. And, well, let me back up, cancel, because that's not the right screen. Oh, stop. That ain't what I want. All right. Share screen. Now it should be right. Share. Okay, so I got to remember how to do this where my voice is still working and you can't see everything else. I don't remember how to do all this stuff. I can't. It's been a while. Anyway, this is a Toby Keith song, guys, and it's called "Don't Let the Old Man In." If I can remember how to do this. Nope, that ain't it. That is. There we go. Figured it out. Ta-da! I think. Yeah, that's working. Really, really good song, guys. Don't let the old man in. I gotta change my voice. You all of my life. Oh, back up. Let me restart. I hit a button and everything changed. Sorry. Don't let the old man in. I wanna live it some more. Can't leave it up to him. He's knocking on my door. And I knew all of my life that someday it would end. Get up and go outside. Don't let the old man in. Many moons I have lived. My body's weathered and worn. Ask yourself how old you'd be if you didn't know the day you were born. Try to love on your wife. to your friends. Toast each sundown with wine. Don't let the old man in. Many moons I have lived, my body's weathered and worn. Ask yourself how you'd be if you didn't know the day you were born. When he rides up on his horse, you feel that cold bitter wind. Look out your window and smile. Don't let the old man in. Look out your window and smile. Don't let the old man in. All right, guys, my little song right there to tribute Toby Keith. All right, I am going to close all of that out. I need to stop share screen just to make sure. Okay, good deal. That is my tribute to Toby Keith. Heard the song here a while back when I was really, really tired, and I'm like, Vicky's having problems, and don't let the old man in, and all the kind of things. It's not like Toby Keith. Let me hang on. Cello. No. Take my voice thing off. It's a lot like Toby Keith didn't know what was coming, because he did. And there is a lot of times in life we don't appreciate. Thank you very much, TJ. The thing is, a lot of times we don't appreciate what we have, but I do believe he did. Sort of like with me and my family, and Vicky. I appreciate more, and of course all of my friends, than anybody will ever know. All right, get off this. I got to get back up in good moods. But anyway, I'm not going to bring anybody down. I'm really not trying to. But anyway, guys, that is pretty much Wayne's World for tonight. I do have a couple things I do want to do real quick. If you have not bought Randy Hill's book yet, please do. Here is the ad for that.
Living the Dream, Memphis Wrestling, The Randy Hill Story, is available now at randyhillsmemphiswrestling.com.
All right. randyhillsmemphiswrestling.com. Order the book, guys. It's really a really good book. I even cried on like the last page or last paragraph or something like that. I started tearing up. Absolutely amazing. On Monday nights, he has the Power Hour Watch Along. And that is on Monday nights at 7 o'clock, guys. Here's the ad for that.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power Hour.
The Power Hour. I like that part. But anyway, here is on Tuesday nights, guys. It is 7 o'clock again on Tuesday night, and it's Talking Memphis Wrestling. Here it is.
Talking Memphis Wrestling with Randy Hill and special guests.
And there is the promo real quick on that. I have one more I've got to get, but I'm going to show a video in the process because I have to load it. I don't have it loaded into the program. But here is Memphis Memories out there, guys. Enjoy the video.
Found a program stuck back in my drawer. It was faded, it was torn. I couldn't wait till I looked inside. Some are gone, some are still alive. I watched them every Saturday on TV. I couldn't wait till they climbed in the ring. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Jerry Lawler, he's the king. Austin Idol, superstar Dundee. Handsome Jimmy, he's so cool. Jimmy Hart acted like a silly fool. I watched them every Saturday on TV. I couldn't wait till they climbed in the ring. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Jackie Fargo said, put up your dukes. The girls thought the fabulous ones were cute. Sputnik Monroe, Don and Al Green, the Gilberts and the Funks, I thought they were so mean. I watched them every Saturday on TV. I couldn't wait till they climbed in the ring. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Jerry Jarrett told Joe Yamamoto when he died, it hurt me so. Eddie Marlin, Buddy Wayne, Guy Coffey, hope they never change. Lance Russell, they call Banana Nose. Dave Brown was his sidekick, everybody knows. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of
All right, guys, right there, Monday Night Memories. That is one of my great favorite videos I like. Of course, there is a bunch of wrestling videos I like. I'm here in the very near future. I'm going to do Jerry Lawler entrances, and I've got video and stuff somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Of a little 45-second thing that I did for him. Whenever he had his little wrestling show thing that he did after USWA closed and all the other things, he's going to open up a new show. And I done a quick, it was Jerry Lawler's Wrestling or something like that. I don't remember what the name of the show was going to be. But anyway, I done a video and it's like 45 seconds long for the opening. Give it to a friend of his that was in cohorts with him, and it never made it, and I was like, okay, fine, screw it. But I still had the video somewhere. It's all of his entrances and things with Jerry Lawler's Wrestling and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, there is one more that I am going to plug out there, guys. If you want to become a professional wrestler, I do highly recommend this guy. He is in Kingsport, Tennessee. And he was trained by Nightmare Ken Wayne along with others. And also has contacts pretty much all around the Kingsport area, Kentucky and Tennessee and everywhere else. He is a wrestling trainer along with Crazy Steve, and that guy is from TNA. Don't know a whole lot about him, but I do know what Dan can do. And this is the ad for them, so enjoy it, guys, and try to get the information. If you do want to train to be a professional wrestler, this is the guy to go to.
If you live near Northeast Tennessee and dream about becoming a professional wrestler, you are invited to train at Net Pro Studio Professional Wrestling School in the beautiful Bobby Eaton Arena. Training for men and women ages 18 and up is on Sundays 1 to 5 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 6 to 10 p.m. That's right, 20 hours of in-ring training opportunity every week. Coaches Dangerous Dan Matthews and TNA's Crazy Steve will personalize your pro wrestling training according to your fitness goals, previous experience, and current skills. No prior experience or appointment is required. Just show up, pay, and get started. NetPro Studios is conveniently located at 100 Emory Lane, Kingsport, Tennessee, 37660. For more information, follow NetPro Studio Professional Wrestling School on Facebook and Instagram. Or better yet, give NetPro Studio a call at 1-423-398-5014 today. You can also email for information, netprostudio@gmail.com.
All right, guys, that is that. All of my ads and stuff are completely out of the way, so we are finished with all that. Al Tuttle says, hello, Greg and everyone. Thank you very much, Al, for being here. And now we got a story time. Somebody has asked me about this, and I am going to elaborate the best I know how of how dangerous this stunt was. And it really wasn't a stunt, but I should say the entrance, because that's how he came into the Coliseum. And I'm going to throw the comment up here real quick. And Thomas says, didn't he, Lawler, talking about the entrances, which is what I just talked about a second ago, didn't he, Lawler, come from the top of the Coliseum one time? Yes, he did. And the thing is, it was not done by a cabled winch. It was not done with electricity. It was done with a freaking bull rope with a harness strapped around him, tied to it. It was actual hemp rope. A lot of people don't. As a matter of fact, I've got a video somewhere. I'll have to find it. I may show it if anybody wants to see it. I'd have to try to find it. The thing is the catwalks up in the very top of the Coliseum are very, very narrow. And there is catwalks and stuff that go all over the top so they can replace tile or speakers or the lowering thing for the big speaker and all that stuff. However, they are very, very narrow. They're not very wide. And you have a steel rail with a 2-inch pipe, I guess. Maybe 2.5 inch, that goes all along the catwalks and all that stuff. Of course, all of it's supported and tied to the very top of the Coliseum, all the bridge work and all that stuff. Lawler was let down. What is it? 200 feet, 250 feet to the very top of the Coliseum, down to the floor. Maybe 300 feet. I don't really know the actual length of it. It was done with a man wrapped a bull rope, which is 1.5 inches, maybe thick, something like that, wrapped around the railing, the safety railing on the catwalk, and was let down by hand, coming down, going all the way to the ring. A lot of people don't know that. My dad asked me one time, he said, have you ever been up at the top of the Coliseum? You know what it looks like? I said, yeah, I have, Daddy. I said, I went up there one night when I wasn't supposed to. And he's like, how'd you get up there? I said, well, the damn door was open. It wasn't locked. I said, no, I went up there. I just went and walked around, climbed up the steps, and went up there and looked around. I was like, well, this is pretty damn cool. It's way the hell on up here. I said, I'm getting back out of here. And I went back downstairs, went back in the lobby, and went to the concession stands or back in the back or whatever. I was like, shit, you couldn't get me back up there again. It was way up in the air. Only thing I can say is Lawler's really got some big cojones, because there ain't no way in hell I would have trusted some guy with a damn rope lowering me down, as far as he had to go. The thing with Owen Hart, when he died, he was being let down too, but I don't know if it was one of them situations where the harness gave loose, or he wasn't clipped in yet and he thought he was and stepped over, or I'm not sure exactly. I've heard several different stories on all this, so I really don't know what happened with Owen. But I do know if Jerry trusted this person that damn much, trying to do a spectacular entrance, and Jerry's known for that. He's rode horses out, limousines, camels, popped up in the middle of the damn stage, lowered down from the ceiling. I mean, he's done all kind of crazy crap. So it's one of them things where I don't know if I could trust somebody to hand lower me down. It wasn't 3 or 4 guys. It was just one man doing this with the rope wrapped around the damn rail to lower you. I don't know I could have done that. I don't know if I trust somebody that damn much. PJ says, so you say it's very dangerous walking up there and even more dangerous coming down to the ring. Yes, PJ, I do. Like I said, the catwalks wasn't real wide. You had enough room. If you had to carry, like, say, a light, for instance, or a box, you had enough room to walk along the catwalk to get to where you need to, where you set it down and do what you... As long as it ain't no great big box. You had enough room to work, but you didn't have a lot of space to store stuff or anything like that. It's not like a billboard that is sitting on the side of a highway or whatever. Their catwalk is only like 18 inches wide. Their catwalk on top of the Coliseum is about 2 foot wide, maybe 30 inches wide, maybe. It's not real wide. So you only have so much room, and you got to figure how much rope is stretched out along behind you on the catwalk, and make sure everything ain't knotted, make sure everything's going to flow real smooth, and you got to do one hand over the other, and it's wrapped around the rail a time or two or whatever. So it's not easy. There's no way I would have done it that way. I would have had one of them electric hoists with a cable and safety harness and extra cable, and I'd had to have a bunch of stuff. There ain't no way in hell I'd do it. It's too far down. But like I said, that's what Lawler did, and Lawler's notorious for stuff like that. Thomas says allegedly the carbine broke due to not being the right kind when Owen died from what was in the dark side of the ring. That is highly possible. I know exactly what you're talking about. I got one in my pocket. It's one of these. And this is just a little cheap ass aluminum. It's not heavy duty grade like he probably should have. The thing is things happen, and unfortunately it's in the past. I hate that he passed away. I feel sorry for the family. But things happen. We all pass away in this life. Nothing on this earth lasts forever. Everything dies. Same thing like when I lost my Luna. Love you, baby, but you got to go. It still bothers me. As a matter of fact, it bothered me this morning. And I cried going to work, trying to drive and wipe my tears and shit. And same thing if and when, hopefully it'll be a long time from now, when my wife dies. it's gonna suck. Same thing when my dad died. It sucked. When my mom died, it sucked. Uh, that's just part of life. We get over it and we keep going and we keep moving. Um, it depends on how you look at life and how you deal with everything. And like I said, a lot of this, guys, is this time that I'm spending right now on Thursday nights is my escape. It is my pleasure to be able to bring a laugh, when I try to sing a song or whatever and it sucks, I don't care. If I made you laugh, and I'm going to change my background real quick and get it back to the original. I'm trying to remember where it was. I think it was this one. I think. Yeah. The thing is I know I can't sing. And it tickles me to death if you go, oh my God, you suck. I mean, Kurt Angle, you suck. You suck. That don't bother me. I get a kick out of the shit like that. I never claim to be a singer. I don't claim to be a comedian. I don't claim to be a podcaster even. It's the idea that we all get to escape from our problems for a few minutes. I've got 5 people watching right now. One's on Twitch still. Thank you very much. And the other 4 on Wayne's World on Facebook, which I do appreciate. And I appreciate everybody. So don't think I'm leaving anybody out. And I had somebody earlier on YouTube, but they disappeared. I don't have a lot of people watching, and that's okay. I don't care. The thing is, wait a minute. Let me back up. I missed a comment. Al Tuttle says, I always thought Shawn Michaels was the first to do that at WrestleMania versus Brett. I wonder if they got the idea from Lawler. That I can't comment on that. I don't know. If they did, great, because it was a hell of an entrance. I remember seeing it. I mean, he was hanging on, and it was a great entrance. It wasn't a classic Lawler entrance, but it was a good entrance. It is highly possible that, I don't remember if Lawler was up there at that time or not. I think he was, but I'm not positive. Or maybe Shawn had already seen, because Shawn came through Memphis too and wrestled my brother on TV, and they ended up doing a little deal real quick at the Coliseum and blah, 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 and so forth and so on. It's highly possible Shawn saw that around that time period, and he remembered that and said, hey, Vince, I want to come down from the ceiling, or whatever the deal may be. I don't know. But anyway, we are fixing to get ready to get out of here, guys. It is almost time for me to go to bed. Thank goodness. But I do appreciate everybody out there watching, guys. And spread the word, share the love, like, share, subscribe, whatever, follow. And Thomas is going to reply to Al Tuttle. He says, Shawn's was more of a zip line than type entrance. Lawler was vertical. No, I do remember Shawn doing a zip line type thing, but he also did do one down from the ceiling. I do remember that, because his arm wasn't the same as Lawler's. But he did do both of them. I remember the one where he came from the edge and it was like a zip line. I do remember that, and I do remember the one coming from the ceiling. So it is different, guys. But anyway, I do appreciate everybody out there watching, and we will see you again next Thursday night. Listen for my podcast. Just like, share, and subscribe, and all that kind of thing. And again, guys, spread the word. I want to get as many people out here watching as I possibly can. I'm doing my part. I'm talking to people I have no freaking idea who they are. But anyway. This is Greg Wayne for Wayne's World, and I'm going to have to try to change my brand folder, and that's it. So, if you have any questions or comments, guys, please send them to Greg Wayne, the number 1, at hotmail.com. If you have any other comments or anything out there, guys, be sure to email me, And if you have anything you'd like to see, please let me know. I'm going to work on the Jimmy Hart thing. I'm still working on it. But it's going to be a better show than normal because it takes me a lot of time to put all this stuff together. In any case, guys, I do appreciate everybody out there, and I don't remember what the hell happened to my closing that I had. There it is. Enjoy your night, guys. I hope everybody had a great day and had a great night, and I hope you enjoyed the show. This is Greg Wayne for Wayne's World, saying good night, everybody.